Hello friends, welcome to Chandu biology classes. So, in this class we will be discussing the mathematics portion that is related to your IIT JAM BT. Okay. So, up till now what we have completed, we started with limits and we directly shifted to trigonometry, and trigonometry we completed a lot of basics and also some advanced questions that was there, and we solved a lot of PYQs that were there pertaining to trigonometry. Now, we will come back to limits and study various concepts and also solve PYQs, and then we will get done with limits by today or by at least by tomorrow, and then we will shift to continuity and also differentiability. Okay. So, this will be the course of action that we will follow, right. Again trigonometry came, just a minute, let me check. Not even this, I think. Let's have a look. Just a minute, we will get back. Okay, this is what we wanted, we have got it. So, I hope the concepts of trigonometry are clear. So, the most questions are coming from compound angles and also double angles. So, please keep revising that, that will be helpful for you, because that will be using even in calculus, in various parts of calculus, be it differentiation, be it integration, differential equation, all these things. Okay. So, but before that, let us write down some previous year questions that are there. So, when you talk about limits, so directly from our concepts there are questions that are coming straight out of the concept. So, if you know the concept, definitely you can apply it directly and get the question within just 30 seconds also. So, one of the question, this is PYQs, limits. If I talk about first question, if I talk about it, this is the value of, they are asking the value of 3n square plus 5n plus 4 by 4 plus, this is actually limit, value of the limit as n tends to infinity, 3n square plus 5n plus 4 plus 4 divided by I think finally we got it. Yeah, this is it. The question which I was writing is IIT JAM 2018 question. When this is accessed here, we will start. So, the value of the limit n tends to infinity they are asking. So, here in this class, today's class, we will be discussing mostly the questions on n tending to infinity or extending to infinity, 1 to the power of infinity, that is tree monkey property. All these questions we will be doing it today, sorting it today, and also L'Hopital rule. L'Hopital rule is very important, where we differentiate the function to get the limit. Okay, by direct substitution, if you are not able to get the answer, we have various methods, be it factorization, rationalization, all these things. Like that, L'Hopital rule is also one method, and infinity by infinity form, for that we will be using certain tricks. Okay, if it is like board exam or something, you use certain methods to convert n to the, that is infinity by infinity form, or a limit tending to infinity to a limit tending to 0. But here we don't have that much time. Our main motto is to get the answer. We are not worried about the steps. So, first my question to you is, I told in the first class, what is left-handed limit and right-handed limit? How do you define left-handed limit and right-handed limit? It is nothing but what? What is a left-handed limit? What is a right-handed limit? Should keep revising maths, physics and chemistry also, not just the core paper. Because ultimately it is the cumulative marks that decides your rank. We just don't want people to clear the cutoff. We want to score maximum marks to get the very good rank and also get into good IITs. So, limit, left-handed limit means a limit that is approaching from left side, I told you. Right-handed limit means approaching from right side. Okay, that is, we write it as limit a extending to a minus left side, that is nothing but x is not equal to minus a, it is tending to a minus. Right-handed limit means limit as extending to a plus. Okay, that is not equal to plus a, it is just, it is approaching from right side. That is the meaning I told in the first class itself. These are Telegram group. Okay, most of you must be already knowing it. So, please join this group, because okay, when it comes to this group, you will get lot of access. That is about another this thing portal I am talking about. Now, when we talk about this one, if you focus, so this is the question. Okay, this is the question that we have, divided by 4 plus 2n square. 4 plus 2n square is, options are, first option is 0, second option is 0.75, third option is 1.5, and fourth option is 3. This is one of the question. Another question that we have is, let A is equal to root 5 plus 1 by 2 and b is equal to root 5 minus 1 by 2. Then they are asking, then limit n tending to infinity, limit n tending to infinity, a to the power of n plus b to the power of n divided by a to the power of n minus b to the power of n. Options are, first option is 1, second option is 1 by 2, okay, third option is 0 and fourth option is does not exist. Does not exist. This is IIT JAM, this is 2018 question, this is 2019 question. Next they are asking the solution of limit x tends to 0, 2 minus root 4 minus x, okay, by x is. This is the question. This is IIT JAM 2020 question. IIT JAM 2020 question. Similarly, they are asking one more question. The value of limit x tends to minus 3. This is not 3 months, this is minus 3. Okay, 2x plus 6 by x plus 3 is what? Okay, this is a numerical assertive question. Okay, this is 2023 question. Similarly, they have asked value of limit x tends to 3, numerator is x square minus 9 divided by x square minus 4x plus 3, x square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to how much? This is 2024 question, that is previous year, that is immediately previous year. Okay, all right. Now let us start our discussion. Fine. First, let us get back to our concept. We are done up till rationalization, limit by rationalization we are done. Next important thing that you have to remember is trigonometric limits. Now it will be easy for you to remember because we have already covered trigonometry. Now let us see what are these trigonometric limits. Okay, what are these trigonometric limits? Out of these very important things that are there that we have to what you have to remember. If you see limit sin x by x, okay, limit what sin x by x is equal to 1 as x tends to 0. Limit sin x by x is equal to 1 as x tends to 0. Similarly, this is equal to limit x by sin x as x tends to 0. This is very important, x tends to 0, x tends to 0. This is nothing but what? This is nothing but equal to 1. This is limit, but actual value sin x by x is actually less than 1. Okay, this actual value, this is less than 1. But if this is less than 1, this inverse will be greater than 1. Okay, actual value if they give, this will be less than 1. Okay, suppose sometimes they will give limit sin x by x, okay, as x tends to 0. If they give it as a greatest integer function, here it is less than 1. That means the answer will be what? It will be tending towards 0. This will become equal to 0. If it is greatest integer function, don't get confused. See, limit sin x by x as x tends to 0, this is 1. But actual value is sin x by x will be less than 1 without limit. Okay, sin x by x the value will be less than 1. But if you put greatest integer function for this given function, what will happen is it will tend towards the value which is previous. That is, it is less than 1 means what is the immediate value that we have? 0. So this will become equal to 0. Clear? But here it is greater than 1. If it is less than 1, that is greater than 1. Similarly, if you talk about tan x by x will be equal to 1. Okay, but limit x by tan x as x tends to 0, this will also be equal to 1. This is what? X tends to 0. Here also it is x tends to 0. But one thing you must understand, sin x by x is less than 1. But this thing, this is x is greater than 1. So even if I put a GIF function here, it will be 1 itself. okay, but this will be 0 if I put this function, okay. But please you have to remember what, sin x by x is equal to 1, similarly x by sin x is equal to 1 as x tends to 0, tan x by x is equal to 1, similarly x by tan x is equal to 1 as x tends to 0, that is it. Now this is also important, sin inverse of x is equal to 1, x by sin inverse of x is equal to 1 as x tends to 0, that is your basically function and its inverse function, that is also equal to 1. Sin x by x is equal to 1, sin inverse of x by x is equal to 1 itself, tan x by x is equal to 1, tan inverse of x by x is equal to 1. See here tan x by x, here we have tan inverse of x by x as x tends to 0 is equal to 1, limit x by tan inverse of x, that is also equal to 1, please remember this. Now some more trigonometric limits, which you have to remember is, let us go to the next slide. So limit cos x as x tends to 0, limit cos x as x tends to 0, this is nothing but what, limit cos x as x tends to 0, this is nothing but equal to 1. Why? Because see here, if I put x is equal to 0, cos 0 is equal to 1, that is why. Okay. Limit sin inverse of x as x tends to a is sin inverse of a, where modulus of a is less than 1, that is directly you are putting the value, sin inverse of x is equal to sin inverse of a, similarly cos inverse of x is equal to cos inverse of a, tan inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of a as x tends to a. Okay. Now very important, where you get it wrong, sin x by x, limit cos x by x, there what we learned, sin x by x or tan x by x is equal to 1, but not cos x. Here we are learning sin x by x and also cos x by x, this value will be equal to 0 as x tends to infinity, as x tends to what, infinity. That is why I told you, here please focus that this is x tends to 0, but here it is x tends to infinity. Sin x by x and also cos x by x, as x tends to infinity is what, it is 0, please remember this. So based on this let us see some questions. So sandwich theorem, you need not worry, we will come back to it later, no need to worry about it, what is sandwich theorem and all. Now they were given a question, limit as x tends to 0, 1 minus cos 2x into sin 5x by x square into sin 3x, this is what they were given. Okay, they are asking us to find the value of this function. Okay, now limit for this as x tends to 0. So 1 minus cos 2x is equal to what, 2 sin square x. By our knowledge of trigonometry, 1 plus cos 2x is 2 cos square x, 1 minus cos 2x is what, 2 sin square x. This will be 2 sin square x. So this will become what, 2 sin square x, okay, into sin 5x, okay, by x square into sin 3x. Okay, this is what we have. Now one thing you must understand, I told you limit as x tends to 0, sin x by x is equal to what, 1. Similarly, if I write x tends to 0, I can suppose I write sin square x by x square if I write it, okay, this can be written as what, sin x by x into sin x by x, correct? Now I can expand it. If I apply limit as x tends to 0, okay, I can separate and apply, this will be what, 1, this will also be 1. So this is nothing but what, the answer will be 1, limit of sin x square x by x square, this is not sin of x square, this is sin square x by x square, this will be equal to 1. So similarly, if I apply here limit as x tends to 0, okay, limit as x tends to 0, okay, sin square x by x square is what, 1. So this will be 1, okay, this will be 1, 2 will be outside, I will write 2 into 1. Now what is left, limit as x tends to what it is, we have 0, we have sin 5x by sin 3x, okay, sin 5x by sin 3x we have. Now one thing you must understand that whatever is inside the angle, same thing should be the denominator. If it is ax, this should be ax, if it is 2x, this should be 2x, if it is 5x, this should be 5x, if it is 100x, this will be 100x denominator. Here we are having 5x, but denominator nothing we have, what we can give? We can give and take. So I will divide this by what, 5x, I will divide this by 5x and multiply by 5x. Similarly here what I will do, divided by 3x into 3x. Now this will become what, this entire thing will be equal to 1, this entire thing will be equal to 1, sin 5x by 5x, sin 3x by 3x, we got it. Now everything is done. Now what do we have, 2 into 2 is also there, this 2 into 5x by 3x, this is what we have, 2 into 5x by 3x, correct? Now what I can do, x and x I can cancel, now I will be left with what, 10 by 3. So what is the answer? That is option A, 10 by 3. This is the answer to this question, clear? So the answer is what, 10 by 3, got it? X and x will cancel, we will have 10 by 3. Clear? Now let us go back to our PYQ that is given. There is one PYQ based on this. One question is limit x sin x as x tends to 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4. First option is -1, second option is e, and third option is 1, and fourth option is 0. This is IIT JAM 2008 question. This is 2008 question. Next question that we have is limit sin 8x by 5x. Sin 5x. The value of, they are asking the value of limit as x tends to 0 sin 8x by sin 5x. The question is sin 8x by sin 5x. Is options are 8 by 5, second one is 0, and third one is infinity, and fourth one is 5 by 8. This is IIT JAM 2013 question. IIT JAM 2013 question. Now have a look at this. Now focus on this question. This is 2008 question. Limit x sin x as x tends to 0 is what? That is nothing but what I have to put the value of x. Here if I put the value of x, this is nothing but what x is, if I put it, this will become 0 into sin 0, correct? 0 into sin 0, that is nothing but what? Sin 0 is 0, so it will be what? 0 into 0 is nothing but 0 itself. It is not 0 minus 0 or 0 plus 0, it is 0 into 0 is 0 itself. It is not 0 by 0 form, it is 0 into 0 is 0 itself. The answer is what? That is 0, the answer is fourth option. The answer is fourth option, that is the right answer to this question. Now look at this question. This question is based on, this is 2013 question. This question is based on our property, that is trigonometric limit sin x by x as x tends to 0 is equal to 1. Now what do we have? Let us take the question. So look at this carefully. Limit sin 8x by sin 5x as x tends to 0. But as per this property, we need some denominator. What is the denominator? Should be here 8x, here the denominator should be 5x. So if I write 8x here, into 8x, this will become 5x into 5x, right? Now this entire thing will become what? 1. This entire thing will become what? 1. Limit is applied. Now what is left? We are left with 8x by 5x. X and x will cancel. The answer is what? 8 by 5, which is option, first option. Simple, very simple. Understood? Because there is no, because here option is given, this question is what? X tends to 0. This is nothing but direct substitution question. Nothing is required to be done here. Because some questions they were given direct, because you have learned so many questions, you are thinking that they will ask such questions. They were such questions. 2008 question based on direct substitution. That is the first method which we learnt. That is how to evaluate limit, direct substitution, put the values. Here if by direct substitution you are getting 0, 0 is also a finite value. 0 is also a finite value. Any finite value if you are getting by direct substitution, that is totally fine for us. Even if you are getting answer of infinity, that is fine. But if you are getting answer like 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, 0 minus 0, something like that, that is not right. So this is perfectly fine. We are getting a finite answer 0, that is direct by direct substitution. Here we have used what? Our property, that is property of trigonometric limits. That is what we have used. Based on that we have solved this question. Very simple question, correct? Now you will be able to solve one more advanced question. The question which we solved in practice question, that is much tougher than this question, correct? No, there you have to convert 1 minus cos 2x into, it will become 2 sin square x. There you have to do sin square x by x square, then you have to do something other things. But here it is straightforward. So directly also you can say it is answer is 8 by 5 when without solving. Now you know that you have to divide by 8x, multiply by 8x, divide by 5x, multiply by 5x. So based on this, let us see some more questions. Now have a look at this question. This is JEE main question, PYQs. Okay. Have a look at this question. Think about it, how to solve. So if I look at this question, first of all we are having tan 4x also, 1 minus cos 2x is also there. First of all what we should do, this 1 minus cos 2x I can write it as what, 1 minus cos 2x I can write it as 2 sin square x. So this will become what, this entire thing will become 2 sin square x, I will write it down, 2 sin square x by I have x. So here I have what, 3 plus cos 4x, 3 plus cos x. So one thing you understand, something which is pretty obvious, you no need to carry that burden, you accept that and move on. Same thing here, 3 plus cos x is there. So I can put cos x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 means cos 0. X is equal to 0, if I put cos 0 it will become cos 0 is equal to 1. So it will become 3 plus 1, 4. So this will become what, 3 plus 1, 4, this into tan 4x. Okay, for this I have already applied limit, limit as x tends to 0. Now what do I have, this 3 plus 1, 4, 4 will come out, okay, I will write 4 here, 4 into 2 I will write it, just I will keep it like this. Then limit, what do I have, sin square x by x. Okay, here what I have, tan 4x. Okay, tan 4x. Now what I should do, here it is sin square x is there, but here only x is there, I need one more x. So what I will do, I will multiply, this is will be sin square x already is there. Okay, I will multiply by x and also divide by x. This will become x square, this will become x. Okay, now this will become what, 4x into 4x. Now this entire thing will become what, 1, and this entire thing will become what, 0. Not 0. Limit tan 4x by 4x, limit tan x by x is 1 itself, as x tends to 0, this will also become what, equal to 1. Now we are left with x by 4x. Now we are left with x by 4x. X and x I can cancel, this will become 1 by 4, which is nothing but 1 by 4 should be there. Okay, here this is also there, no, 1 by 4 into 2, correct, no? 4 into 2 is there. What will happen, 4 and 4 cancels, I will get answer is equal to 2, which is option B. JEE Main 2013 question, very simple question, got it, very simple question. Just by using our property of trigonometric limits we are able to solve. Okay, just little manipulation of this one, that's it. Okay, got it, understood, clear, fine. It is much tougher than the question that is given for you, correct, no? Is you have to do some more steps, but there it is pretty straightforward. Okay, instead of this let us see some more question that is not required for you. Okay, now here you have to understand, see here, limit a power x minus 1 by x, this is some other limits, till now we learned what, trigonometric limits. Now let us go forward, these are exponential and logarithmic limits, e power x or log x. If limits are applied for them, what is the answer you will get? So this is highly important, limit a power x minus 1 by x, limit a power x minus 1 by x should come, as x tends to 0, this is equal to log a to the base e, okay, or you can write just log a. Limit a power x minus 1 by x is nothing but equal to what, log a. Limit a power x minus 1 x is nothing but equal to log a. Limit e power x, instead of f it will become log e to the base e, it is nothing but equal to 1. Okay, this is very important limit, very important. See here, this is a particular case of this. For this one, particular case is this one, instead of a we have got e power x minus 1 by x, so that is log e to the base e, log e to the base e is 1. So this is a particular case. Limit, this is very important, limit, logarithmic limit log of 1 by x is equal to 1. Limit log of 1 by x, it should be what, whatever x is there. Suppose it is 1, limit 1 plus x by x is equal to 1. Limit of 1 plus 2x by 2x is equal to 1. Limit of 1 plus 3x by 3x is equal to 1. Limit of 1 plus 5x by 5x is equal to 1. Limit of 1 plus alpha x by alpha x is equal to 1. Like that. Okay, whatever the coefficient is there, same thing should be there along with x. Then you will get equal to 1. This is nothing but the property of differentiation. Limit of x to the power of n minus a to the power of n by x minus a is nothing but n times a to the power of n minus 1. That is nothing but x power n minus a power n is nothing but equal to n times a to the power of n minus 1. Next is tree monkey property. See here, e to the power it should come. E to the power limit of fx minus 1 by Okay, this is what you will get. Limit f of x to the power of, this is not required. This is, we will do it again. Tree monkey property, I will write it again separately. Now, this is the thing you have to understand when it comes to what? Exponential and logarithmic limits. Now, let us see some question based on this. Have a look at the question. The question appears very difficult looking at it. So, one is 1 minus cos square 3x by cos cube 4x, sin cube 4x, log something is there. Now, first what we can do is, sin by cos is there, correct now here? Sin by cos, angle is what? 4x, there also 4x. Sin cube, cos cube is there. What I can write it? Sin by cos is tan. So, I can write it as what? First I will write it as tan cube 4x divided by what you have here? Log of 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1 I can write it as just 1 plus 2x. 1 plus 2x. Okay. This is nothing but what? 1 plus 2x. This entire thing whole cube. Done. Let us keep it. Now, what do we have here? 1 minus cos square. 1 minus cos square x is nothing but equal to what? 2 sin square x. 1 minus cos square x is nothing but equal to what? 2 sin square x. 1 minus cos, let me see. Okay. 1 minus cos square. Wait. 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. No need of sines. Okay. 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. Correct now? But theta here is 3x. So, I can write it here what? Sin square 3x. Okay. I have sin square 3x. Limit as x tends to 0. Now, have a look at it. This is what I got. Now, have a look at it. Now, what I will do is, sin square 3x is there, okay, by 3x into 3x. But it should not be just 3x, you have to focus here. Here square is there. So, it will become 3x square multiplied by 3x square. Okay, please keep this in mind. So, 3x square in multiplied by 3x square is there. Cube means 3x cube into multiplied by 3x cube. Okay, this entire thing will become what? 1. Similarly, I have here tan cube 4x, I can divide by 4x into 4x whole cube.
4 cube into 4 cube.
Okay, into 4x whole cube. 4x cube, correct? No, this entire thing will become what? Tan x by x is nothing but equal to 1. Okay, nothing but equal to 1. Now, we are left with what? We are left with limit as x tends to 0, 3 to the power of 2 into x square, or I can write it as 3 square x square is what? 3 square x square, okay, into what do you have? 4 cube is, I will write 4 cube only, into x cube by what do I have? Log of 1 plus 2x. Log of 1 plus 2x is whole thing, whole cube. See, I can do that. Divide by 2x, multiply by 2x. So, this if I divide by 2x and if I multiply by 2x, okay, if I multiply by 2x, this entire thing is nothing but equal to 1. Okay. Now, I am left with what? 2x cube, 2x whole cube. So, this will become what? This will become equal to 3 square x square into 4 cube into x cube divided by what do I have? 2 cube into x cube. 2 cube into x cube. Log is gone. Log of this, limit of log of this. Okay, log is gone. 2 cube into
X cube.
what is this? This is 2 cube into what is this? X cube. X cube. Now, here what do I have? X cube and x cube I can cancel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is there? Just a minute. Here something mistake we have done. Tan cube x divided by this. Okay. Now, we will have 3 square into 4 cube into what is this? This is nothing but x cube into x square is x to the power of 5 divided by what do we have? Divided by 2x cube, that is 2 cube into x cube. This is what we have. Correct? No, this is what we have. Now, what we can do is this I can write it as what? This I can write it as x cube and x, this I can cancel. I will have what? 3 square into what is this? I can write it as 2 power 6 divided by 2 power 3. Okay, this will become 2 power 3 itself. Okay, this will become what? 8 into 9, 8 9 is 72, something it will become. We have done certain mistakes here, let us see. So, 3 square is in denominator also, so this is 3 square, okay, this is 2x is there, sin square 3x, 3x square, this is 3x square is there, so this will become 9 into x square, this will become 4 cube, 64 into x cube, this will become 2x, 1 by 2x, so this will become 2 cube, 2 cube means 8, 8 into x cube. So, this will be, if you divide and multiply, it will come here, okay, it will come here. So, that means 2x whole cube. Now, it will become, sorry, this is x 5, this is 5, that is a mistake we did. Now, it will be all right, perfectly fine. Now, it will be fine. So, what we did is correct. So, this is nothing but it should be 5. Okay. So, this will become what? This will become, numerator will be 3 square into x square into 4 cube into x cube divided by 2 power 5 into x power 5. So, x power 5 means I can cancel this also because totally we have x power 5. So, this will become what? 3 square into 2 to the power of 6 divided by 2 to the power of 5. I can cancel means I will get 3 square is 9, 9 into 2, that is nothing but 9 to the 18. So, the answer will be option C, 18 is the right answer to this question. Clear? This is how we can solve this question. Clear? So, that is it, nothing much to do with this question, very simple. The concept is simple. While solving, we should be careful. Now, if I say something that is important in limits, this is the thing that is very, very, very important. Okay, this is the thing, this is very, very important. So, I told you determinate form, that is indeterminate form when it comes. Okay, one thing which you can use is L'Hopital rule, another thing that you should use is infinity by infinity and tree monkey property. Now, we got infinity by infinity. Suppose f of x by g of x, a rational function is given, that is in fraction, as x tends to infinity. Suppose f of x is in the form of a naught, a1x, a to the a2 x square, a cube, a3 x cube up to am to the x to the power of m. Okay, denominator is b naught, b1x, b2x2 up to bn to the power of x to the power of n. Highest power is what here? X to the power of m. Highest power of denominator is what? X to the power of n. Okay, if m is equal to n, that is the degree of numerator and degree of numerator. Degree means what? Highest power. Okay, degree of numerator and degree of numerator are same. That is, if m is equal to n, the answer will be, limit of that question will be coefficient of x to the power of m by coefficient of b to the x to the power of m. That is coefficient of the highest powers. The coefficient of the highest powers. That is, the degree is determined by highest power. Highest power of numerator, highest power of denominator. That is what? The coefficient of highest power of numerator, the coefficient of highest power of denominator. That will be the answer when m is equal to n. When the degree of numerator and denominator are same, then coefficient of highest power of numerator divided by coefficient of highest power of denominator. That is it. A to the power of m and divided by b to the power of m. That is the answer. If m is less than n, that is, if m is less than n, this m is less than n, that is, if n is so much, okay, that is 100 people are there and there is only one ice cream and they want to cut it and spare it, that is, they want to share it. It is nothing but nobody gets anything, correct? No, even if they get to touch it, that's all. It is nothing but they have eaten nothing. So, that is the meaning of what? If the denominator is so big and it is dividing numerator which is very small, that is nothing but equal to what? 0. That is why m is less than n means it will be 0. But similarly, if the numerator is so much and the denominator is very small, that is, there are lakhs and innumerous ice creams are there and there are only 2 to 3 people. Okay, the amount that they can eat is, it is infinite, they cannot count. That is the meaning of, if m is greater than n, the answer will be infinity. If this one, these coefficients, the coefficient of numerator and denominator, highest power of numerator and denominator, if they multiply, if the product is coming greater than 0, this will be plus infinity. If the product is coming less than 0, that is, if it is negative, that is coefficient of numerator and denominator, if you multiply, if you are getting the positive value, it is plus infinity. If you are getting negative value, it is minus infinity. That is, if m is less than n, that is 0. If m is greater than n, there are two possibilities. If the product of the coefficients is positive, it is plus infinity. Product is negative, it is negative infinity. That is, plus means plus, negative means negative. That's all. This one you have to keep it in your mind. Clear? And most of the time the question will come from this part. This you have to identify, and they will not give you directly. Okay. Let us see some questions based on this. Understood the trick? Okay. You can write it down later, or you can take a photo of this. This will be useful for you. Okay. Because we will solve the questions directly. Okay. Now, they have given limit as n tends to infinity, n into 2n plus 1 whole square, 2n plus 1 whole square by n plus 2 into n square plus 3n minus 1. So, by conventional method if you use, you have to take, let us take 1 by n, let us divide numerator and denominator by n, then 1 by n is nothing but equal to 0, like that all these things are required, but that is not required for us. Here if you see here, this is nothing but what, if you on expanding, this will become what, n square, this will become what, 4n square, that is all is enough for me, this will become 4n square. This here we have what, n, so n into n is what, n square is what, we will get n cube, okay, 4n cube, fine. This will become what, here it is 1, here it is n square, this will become n cube, just n cube. So, if you compare the degree, powers of numerator and denominator, are they equal or not?
Yes.
This is m, this is n. So, here m is equal to n. So, the answer is what? 4 by, this is what? 1n cube. 4 by 1, the answer will be 4. Okay, the answer is 4. Understood? Here the coefficient is what? See, this is nothing but what? 4n cube by n cube is there. If I cancel, I will have 4. That is, here it is nothing which there means it is 1. So, the answer is what? 4, which is option C. Clear? Understood? Got it? Now, have a look at this question. Looking at this question, you will think it is a very difficult question, okay, but it is actually very simple. So, focus here, they have given limit as n tends to infinity. The denominator you see 1 minus n square, 1 minus n square, everywhere it is 1 minus n square. So, I am least bothered about the denominator. So, I will write denominator as what? 1 minus n square. Okay. Numerator is what? 1 plus 2 plus up to n. So, sum of n number of terms, 1 plus 2 plus n, it is nothing but summation of n, that is nothing but what, n into n plus 1 by 2, n into n plus 1 by 2, this is the formula that we have, summation up to n terms is n into n plus 1 by 2. So, if I put that value here, this numerator will become what, n into n plus 1, okay, this I will put it in bracket, by 2, by 2. Now, this 2 you remove outside, if you remove outside, this will become 1 by 2. Now, let us apply limit, limit as n tends to infinity, this is nothing but what, n into n plus 1, n into n plus 1 by 1 minus n square. Okay. Here it is what, it is n square, here what do we have, n square. Okay. But what is the coefficient of this? What is the coefficient of this n square? What is the coefficient of this n square? Is it just 1? It is minus 1, correct? No, this is n square, this is minus n square, this is 1, this will be minus 1. So, what do you have? We will get 1 by 2 into minus 1 is nothing but minus 1 by 2. Correct, no? Understood? Am I going fast? Are you able to follow? Yeah, minus 1 by 2, because here it is minus is there, no? This minus if you multiply, this will become minus 1 by 2. This is nothing but value is 1, but it is minus 1, because here it is 1, here it is minus 1. So, this will be minus 1 by 2, which is nothing but option B. Option B is the right answer to this question. Clear? Yes, option B is the right answer to this question, that is minus 1 by 2. This is tree monkey property, but before that, let us see some PYQs based on infinity by infinity form. Look at this. So, the value of the limit as n tends to infinity, 3n square plus 5n plus 4 divided by 4 plus 2n square. Okay. Have a look at it. The numerator, the degree is what? 2. The denominator degree is what? 2. 2. So, here also 2, here also 2. What is the coefficient of n square? Here, numerator 3. What is the coefficient of n square in denominator? 2. So, the answer is what? 3 by 2. That is 1.5. That is option 3. You will not even take 30 seconds. That is not even required. Okay. Worst case, you may take 30 seconds. Answer is perfect, even without solving. Okay. Just one step. Yeah, you have to do this. You have to use this trick which I told you. Okay. If you use this trick, definitely you will be able to get the question very correct, and also in very least amount of time you will get the answer. Clear?
Yes,
this one. Fine. Now, let us have a look at this question that they have given. They have given, let A is equal to root 5 plus 1 by 2. And b is equal to root 5 minus 1 by 2. They are telling a power n plus b power n by a power n minus b power n is equal to what, as n tends to infinity. Now, for this question, first of all let us find out a plus b and also a minus b. Okay, a plus b and also what, this is 2019 question. This is little we have to solve. Okay, agree. So this will be what? If I do a plus b, this will become what? Root 5 plus 1, okay, plus root 5 minus 1, because denominator is same, I am directly adding. Okay, this will become what? Root 5 plus root 5, 1 cancels. This will become what? 2 root 5 by 2. 2 root 5 by 2, that is nothing but equal to what? This will be root 5. Correct? A plus b is equal to root 5. Now, what about a minus b? A minus b, if I do, I will get root 5 plus 1 minus root 5 plus 1 by 2. So, I will get root 5 cancels, I will get 2 by 2. So, this is nothing but equal to 1. Okay. We will get a minus b is equal to 1. Now, we got a plus b is equal to 5, root 5, and a minus b is equal to 1. Now, understand one thing. So, if I write, if I write a plus b by a minus b, if I write it, if I divide both the sides by a, both the numerator and denominator, if I divide by a, both the numerator and denominator, if I divide by a, what will I get here? A plus b by a minus b I have taken. Instead of taking to the power of n, I will take it later. This one, if I divide both numerator and denominator by a, divide both numerator and denominator by a. So, this will give me what? This will give me something like 1 plus b by a, okay, by 1 minus b by a, okay, by 1 minus b by a. Okay. One thing you must understand here, even if I put to the power of n, here also to the power of n, to the power of n, to the power of n, if I divide by a power n both sides, if I divide not both sides, if I divide numerator and denominator by a power n, so this will become what? 1 plus b by a to the power of n, 1 minus b by a to the power of n. Correct? No, that is what we get. So, one thing you must understand that here a plus b what we got? Root 5. A minus b what we got? 1. So, definitely it shows that a is greater than b. A plus b is root 5. A plus b is a minus b is 1. That means what? Definitely a is greater than b. Correct? No. After subtracting a minus b, I am doing. After doing a minus b, if I am getting a value in negative, that time b is a bigger value. But here a is greater than b, because a minus b is giving me a positive value. That means a is greater than b. Okay. So, here a is greater than b, and b I am getting it as what? B I am getting it as just a plus b I am getting root 5. A plus b I am getting root 5. That means a and b both are positive only. A and b both are positive only. And if I send b this side, this will become what? 1 is greater than b by a is greater than 0. So, there is one property which you have to write down. Limit as x tends to x to the power of n, as n tends to infinity, see, limit x to the power of n as n tends to infinity is equal to 0 when is equal to 0, this value is equal to 0 when x is greater than minus 1 less than 1. It does not matter if it is 0 or minus 1, even x is greater than minus 1 less than 1, that is what it is here. It is greater than 0 but less than 1. So, it is greater than minus 1 but less than 1. So, x to the power of n as n tends to infinity is equal to 0. Similarly, x to the power of n, this is x, b by a you take it as x, as n tends to infinity, that is here n tends to infinity, this will be 0 and this will also be 0. I will get it as what? 1 plus 0 by 1 minus 0. So, the answer will be 1. Okay. So, the answer to this question is 1, which is in first option. 1 is the right answer to this question. Clear? Otherwise also, even if you take this one, a power n by a minus n, if you divide by a power n directly also, if you get it, you will get the answer. You will get the answer directly, nothing to worry. Okay. So, you will get the answer as 1 itself. Clear? Got it? This question I want you to solve it by yourself once. I know you will get that out, that time you come to me. Because
So
this.
what if we cancel plus b power n by minus b power n in the first place?
Which one?
A power n plus b power n. There is a power n minus b power n.
Yeah.
We can cancel plus b power n by minus b power n.
But like that you cannot cancel. You cannot cancel like that. If it is all are in numerator or all are in denominator, you can cancel. That plus and minus you cannot do for numerator and denominator directly like that. That is not possible. Okay. Okay, this question, this is how you solve. Main thing is you have to understand this formula. Please write down this formula. This is very important. Okay, this is important. So apart from that, now we will see some more questions. Okay, before going to tree monkey property, we will see some more questions. Already have you written the formula that is there? I'll write it down. Okay, please write down this formula. This formula which I told you. Now we will solve some more PYQs before you go to tree monkey property. Okay, fine. This is a question from 2020, this is a question from 23, 2024 and 2020. Okay, so what they are asking is the solution of limit 2 minus root of 4 minus x by x is given. Okay, so here we know that whenever there is square root, we have to use what? We have to use rationalize. Okay, here we have square root of 4 minus x. Actually, this is square root of 2 minus square root of 4 minus x. This is the question. So if I factorize this, what I'll get? I'll get it as what? 2 minus square root of 4 minus x divided by x I have. Okay, if I rationalize it, this will become what? 2 plus square root of 4 minus x, correct now? By 2 plus square root of 4 minus x. So this will give me what? A minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So a square is what? 2 square will be 4 minus b square is what? Minus 4 plus x, correct no? Minus 4 plus x divided by x into 2 plus square root of 4 minus x, correct? So this will be equal to, I'll write it here. So 4 minus 4 is 0. So x by x into square root of this one 2 plus square root of 4 minus x. This is what I have, correct? This is what I have. Now what I can do, this x and x I can cancel. Okay, limit is what? Limit as x tends to 0. Limit as x tends to 0. If I apply x tends to 0, here if I put 0, this will become 1 by 2 plus square root of 4. That will be 1 by 2 plus 2, that will be 4. Okay, the answer to this question is what? 1 by 4 is the right answer. Okay, 1 by 4 is the right answer to this question. Clear? Understood how to solve? Just by rationalizing we are getting it. This is which question? This is asked in 2020. Very simple question. Clear? So that's why we did all the types of methods. Tree monkey property we have to do, we will do it. Now look at this very simple question, 2023 question. So they have given, this is based on factorization. 2x plus 6 by x plus 3. I told x minus a is a criminal, we have to eliminate that factor. So if I take 2 common here, what I will get? 2 into x plus 3 divided by x plus 3. I can do what? X plus 3 I can cancel. Limit of 2 is nothing but just 2 itself. Limit of a constant is also constant itself. Limit a is a itself, limit 2 is 2 itself. The answer to this question is what? 2. So that's simple.
So once we get 2 of x plus 3 by x plus 3, even if we substitute the value of minus 3 also, we will get the same answer.
See, minus 3 here, minus 3 plus 3, minus 3 plus 3. No, we will get it as 0.
0.
That's why we are not doing directly like that. That's why we are taking it like this and cancelling it, directly writing the answer. But actual answer is 2. Okay, we should not get 0 by 0 form. So we will get 0 by 0 form if you put minus 3. That's why you take it 2 outside, cancel it, just write answer as 2. Clear to you?
Yes,
got it? Fine. Now have a look at this question. This is asked in last year 2024. Okay. So they are telling x square minus 9 by x square minus 4x plus 3. Okay, by x square minus 4x plus 3. First of all, let us factorize it. So x square minus 9 can be written as what? X minus 3 into x plus 3. Correct now?
Yes,
X minus 3 into x plus 3 divided by, sorry, this should be x plus 3 into x plus 3. Correct? Now what do you have denominator? X square minus 4x plus 3. That is nothing but a quadratic equation. Okay, that also I can factorize. See here, x square minus 4x plus 3 I have. Okay, let me write stepwise. 4x plus 3. So the product is what? 3. 3 into 1 is 3. But sum is coming as minus 4. I can write it as what? The product should be 3. I can write it as minus 3 minus 1. So the sum will become what? Minus 4. So I can write this as what? X square minus 3x minus x plus 3. Okay, minus x plus 3. This will become what? You will drink. So this will become, if I take common factors here, x into x minus 3 into minus 1 into x minus 3. So, that is nothing but x minus 3 into x minus 1. This I have written for your understanding, otherwise directly you should be in a position to write it. Okay, this will become what? This is nothing but what I wrote for factorization. So, this will become what? X minus 3 into x minus 1. Correct? No? X minus 3 into x minus 1. X minus 3 I can cancel. I have what? Limit x tends to 3. Okay, x tends to 3. X plus 3 by x minus 1. If I put x is equal to 3, this will become what? 3 plus 3 is 6.
3 minus 2 1.
2. So, this will become what? 2 ones are 2 threes are. So, the answer is what? The answer is 3. Got it? The answer to this question is 3. 2024 question. Okay. These how we can solve such questions. Clear to you? So, today we learnt about rationalization, we already learnt. Then we learnt about infinity by infinity form. Most importantly, we learnt trigonometric limits. That is sin x by x is equal to 1, x by sin x is equal to 1, tan x by x is equal to 1, x by tan x is equal to 1. And also we learnt, very important, its inverse is also sin inverse of x, tan inverse of x by x is also equal to 1. And also we learnt exponential limits, a power x minus 1 by x as x tends to 0 is log a. And also e power x minus, that particular case e power x minus 1 by x is nothing but log a to the base c, that is nothing but equal to 1. And also logarithmic limits, limit as x tends to 0 log of 1 plus x by x is equal to 1. So, based on that we solved some questions and then we learnt infinity by infinity form. Based on that we solved some questions and also the PYQs we have solved. In the next class we will do some more questions, that is tree monkey property, and then we will wind up with limits and try to start with continuity in the tomorrow's class itself. Alright, I will wind up now. Thank you. Let us meet in the tomorrow session. Fine.